In this special Mark's Game Room Battle Report, the crew dives into the black powder fantasy world of Slaughterloo, using the Dragon Rampant rules to bring one of our favorite Sharpe-style adventures to life, Sharpe's Bones, the Battle of Deadman's Ford. On one side, Ben and Matt command the proud but battered Orcs of the 95th Rifles, led by the indomitable Captain Roderick Sharpe. Opposing them, Austin, Peter, and John command the undead host of the Marquis of Moldabone, a necromantic army of wolves, zombies, and skeletal soldiers risen from Catalusia's cursed soil. The objective is simple. The elves must hold the river crossing at Deadman's Ford until dawn. The dead, however, have other plans. The battle begins under heavy mist. The undead advance silently until a pack of ghostly wolves bursts from the fog, racing across the river to tear into Sharpe's command. Steel flashes. The wolves slam into Sharpe's line, but the elven captain stands firm. Then, in true Sharpe fashion, he follows up the victory countercharging and wiping the pack out to the last bone.
Oh, they're gone, sir. The wolves have fled. Cowardly wolves.
Never trust a wolf to do an undead job.
But the danger isn't over. Skeleton skirmishers move up in support until the 95th Rifles open fire. Black powder muskets crack through the fog, and the skeletons crumble beneath a disciplined volley.
10 hits on 5, so I just wiped out the skeleton Cossacks. They're boned.
It's an early triumph for the living. Yet in the rear, the Marquis of Moldabone raises his hands in dark incantation. The earth splits, and fresh ranks of zombie infantry drag themselves from the mud to join the fray. Just as the orcs begin to steady their line, the sound of hooves thunders over the hill. Reinforcements arrive. Lieutenant Mordor leads a unit of Orc Light Dragoons into the field, Dean's fresh cavalry charge straight for the river, splashing into the ford to support Sharpe's embattled flank. But the undead aren't idle. On the far side of the table, zombie grenadiers march forward under the Marquis's command. Their muskets spit cursed powder, hammering into the Orc riflemen across the way. Despite the pressure, the 95th hold their ground, firing volley after volley into the advancing horde. Then, through the chaos, Sergeant Harpel wades into the river, his massive, multi-barreled gun gleaming in the dim light. With a deafening roar, he unleashes a storm of shot that tears through the zombie ranks. For a moment, it seems the tide has turned. The undead line falters, and the living press forward. But Captain Sharpe is not content to hold. With the enemy reeling, he advances alone deep into the fog and ruin beyond the river. The others shout warnings, but Sharpe doesn't hear them. He's too far gone, too eager to finish the fight. He's going after the Marquis of Moldabone himself. Through the mist, shapes begin to move not one, but several fresh units of zombie grenadiers marching in grim silence toward him. Sharpe stands alone, blade in hand. From across the river, Lieutenant Mordor's Orc Dragoons gallop to the rescue, charging hard into the undead flank. The clash is fierce, but the Orcs are outnumbered and thrown back, leaving Sharpe surrounded. The first unit of grenadiers charges. Sharpe meets them head-on, cutting, stabbing, fighting like a whirlwind. The dead fall in heaps around him, but he's bleeding, and the fog is closing in. Then comes the next wave. Another unit of grenadiers slams into Sharpe. He parries, strikes, but there are too many. The captain is dragged down under a tide of claws and bayonets. When the fog clears, only silence remains. The Marquis of Moldabone claims the ford. The undead have won. It's a bitter end for Captain Sharpe and his valiant 95th a hard-fought stand against impossible odds. The living may have lost the field, but they've won a story worth telling.
Patreon, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. It was fun. I know I did. Keep supporting us, and
Give
we'll
Mark
keep
more money.
giving you awesome stuff.